qualified poorly orange on his flyer. See what he's going to set. Crossing the line for that. The red ball of Cota from this section. Red ball. So, in sector 2 now, or sector 3, wait, what? No, sector 3. Sorry. Twisty turns, the guns on the ball, twisted. Because they are twisted indeed. You go up and down now. And he's going to come around the second last corner and then the last and see what he sets. So 1:33.4 to beat as TF Dynamo. What's Cota done there? I think he's meant to go into the pits but missed. So 1:33.4 to beat. So he beats poorly orange. On his flying, I don't know what the two other talents are doing here. Currently, the one red ball has set away, or the other hasn't. There's one retirement. Pardon me, sorry. Don't know why it is. X is coming out of his outlaw. As who was that? Ben Finch, putting himself at P3 for a moment with a 1.43, only about a tenth maybe. No. Won't be that, it'd be about 400 of a second. I don't know why it looks like they're cutting corners. Unless I'm completely blind and that's just me being absolutely nuts. Speed Alcoholic sets a 1:49. So yet still around about just under half of this, so we've got about 45% to set it. But not including the DNF. About 40% really. So who should we watch? I'm going to watch the man who's going to cross the line first for a flyer on the new set of soft tyres. Just going to be X. He's going to get DRS now around this corner and start his flyer. There's no. He's going down the straight into the uphill turn 1. Lovely. looking just so far where you go in these corners, so still so nice corners, but just not as wide or big or, you know, just a bit swingy and wavy. Like you have to react fast after them corners. There's now sector 2. Now he's gonna get another. As he there's a big red thing on the map, so I'm thinking he's invalidated the map. Looks it. So if he hasn't, that's my problem. There's Paul Yoring, who's on my own sector 1. Is anyone else on a flyer except for them two? No. So we'll see if this lap is invalidated, and then we'll go over to the man himself, Paulie Orange. There's no way you're that poorly, but we'll see. And is Paulie Orange a show or something? Something going on from that one. Fruit friends or whatever. The X. He's coming in for his got a bit fucking. He's coming into the pit to he obviously invalidated that because he was rid of my screen. Cody's also on a flyer, but he's in sector 2. We'll see what Paulie Orange triple six can do. Into sector 2 is going to go momentarily into the next corner. So that's 3 times off his lap, I'm pretty sure. So that won't make him P1. Fortunately, there is a sector 3 yellow flag. That is speed alcohol. I think he spun there. There's now Paulie Orange going into the last corner. Going to activate DRS, and now as the AlphaTauri in the way there, so Paulie Orange may have been limited, and maybe a couple hundredths would have came at that time, so I don't think he's going to be happy with that. He's probably going to obviously report it, but the AlphaTauri probably just spun there. It's a bit unfortunate, and it's again, so 3 people still set their laps, not including the dealer. Moidus still set a lap with Wizzy and X. As we watch TF cross the line, he's gonna go for a lap around which way. So this would help AlphaTauri really. If they get P1 and 5, or it's a game in quali can get a few more places up and then hold it in the race. That will help them greatly in constructors for season 5 of FCRL. As anyway, the top 3 currently leading the championship in season 5 in round 3 are TF, Paulie Orange and Jishnu. So they're the 3 people to be watching out currently for contention of the title of speed in the Alpine. Is also behind Jishnu by just a point, so it's quite close, that top 4. And you got the others sitting back by about 18-16 points, and then from 8 to 11 about 8 to 2 points. So it's going to be interesting for the Drivers' Championship. And the Constructors is also very tight, with Haas on 37, Red Bull on 31. So are Williams and Alpine, only lacking by 1 point, as, oh my god, there goes TF spinning around that corner. Luckily didn't go into a barrier or anything, or hit anything really to damage his wing or body, so that's lucky for him there. Happy days for him, although he spun. Could have been worse. So really, AlphaTauri are not in contention, except for TF. here. We've got what, 50 points, and for some reason AlphaTauri have 18. I think he's a reserve or something. So I don't know what's happening there, but the Alpines have set their pace for the season for about, I would say, P3 pushing them in constructors, whereas obviously Speed Alcoholic and Eat My Dust are looking for a mid-table finish for both of them, of around 6th and 7th, really. Speed currently in the driver's standings, because we're just going to talk about this for a little bit while they're just going to set their laps. We've only 4 minutes of qualifying left, didn't even realise that. With maybe Speed thinking he can get maybe championship contender, to be fair, as he is quite close to the battle. In all fairness, if he does win this, it will help his donations quite a bit, or concerns for the Drivers' Championship, as he would obviously, like any driver on the grid, want to win the championship of Season 5. I think he's already won a championship in the past, so he'd add to his title record and show everyone that he is dominant in the league. Also the owner, to be fair, so the owner's got to set an example for his fellow members of the league. Dust is going to go into the pit. Koru out for his outlap. Ben Finch and also Jishnu. X still set a lap. Currently starting last in the Alfa Romeo, but he is on his outlap, so you'll see what he can do here. Jishnu also on his outlap. Everyone coming out for their outlap on their probably one of their last runs today here. The Red Bulls, Jishnu and Koru can get around about a P2-3. That will probably bump them up into P1 constructors. And that would also help Jishnu with the drivers' standings. So that would help quite a lot, as there is 12 rounds. So we're about 1/4 into the season, this race. So you've got another, what, 26, 9, yeah, 9 more races after this. Quite a nice calendar, but Love Wizzy on his flyer, unless he's just second flyer. Yeah, there's quite a gap here, 58 there on the track. So top 3 are in contention now, sitting 133, and then 4th and 5th. Battling each other, and then I'd say the Wizzy retired. Right on track. So 4th and 5th fighting for that 4th position, and then 6th, 7th, 8th fighting for, well, 5 points if you want to say, 6 better than P10 and P1. 2 retired ones, so there's everyone else who's still out on track, and that'll be quite lovely, as there's only 1 person today that's going to miss out on points, so everyone's guaranteed points practically. There's about flipping 5% chance you don't score on those, unless you obviously are that one person in this class. As X goes P6 pushing down Kabir, he has set a lap because of his DNF down to P11. So that's made 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th more interesting. It's quite close to 7th, and it's quite close in a way to Eat My Dust. So we'll see what happens there. If he gets lucky, say the DRS of Eat My Dust in this race, as everyone now is going to come across the line. No one else is going to be able to set a lap, unfortunately, after their lap. So we're just going to stay on board with the current man, who currently has pole for the meantime. The provisional pole for TF. as we'll see what he can do here on his last lap of qualifying. As Koru comes across the line to set off 1:33.2, so all TF has to do is improve by 2 cents, as some people coming across the line now not improving. So the Mercedes P5 currently speed absolutely improving his time with a 1:33.7, as now we have to wait for P2 and 3, see if TF can snatch the pole of Koru in the Red Bull. The Red Bull needs this win, to be fair, if they have any chance of getting past the Haas in the Constructors. As now Quick Killers, he's going to come across the line. No, he's not, he's going to go into the pits. Oh, TF, no, he screwed it there and he's out of the qualifying anyway. Crashed into the barrier there, so we'll see what Paulie Orange now can see as he goes past TF's dead corpse, if you want to put it that way. As he's going to come across the line to set a 1:33.491. So only 6/100ths off TF. TF quite lucky there not to lose his P2. As now everyone else has crossed the line and went into the pit, so nothing else can change there. So I'll give you a rundown in a minute. So for the Constructors anyway, if I quickly have a look at it, the Constructors standings really going to shake up if it stays this way in the race. So no McLaren's on track today. Is there an Aston Martin? Don't know. Anyway, I'll give you a good walk down quick as we can, so the race underway. So the man on pole, no identified country, international, Koru in the Red Bull, setting the fastest lap of a 1:33.273, sorry. Then the Dutchman TF in the AlphaTauri setting a 1:33.4. Paulie Orange in the Haas of a 1:33.4. That rounds off the top 3, so now we're just going to speed through the rest. Speed Alcoholic in the Alpine, 1:33. 5th, Ben Finch, P6, Evil Dust, P7, X, P8, It's a Game, P9, Love Wiz, P10, the Indian Jishnu, P11, the Chinese man Kadiri and Williams. Williams actually doing quite well in the Constructors with 31 points tied with Red Bull. So I think that was the only Williams on track today, unless there's one more. I can't tell colours, mate. I'm pretty sure I'm convinced I'm colourblind, so yay. Anyway, we'll see how this goes on track today. Whether it will be an absolute chaotic race with 11 people and half the grid DNFing, or no means necessary jinxing it, touch wood, it'd be a really good race. Hopefully, we want a good race and clean battles. Everyone does. Maybe a few crashes and spills to make it even more exciting. As they're gonna go on their warm-up or outlap. As Koru looking to stay in that P1, as he wants to bump up Red Bull in the Constructors, because that would put him ahead of Haas. And then you got AlphaTauri. If they get P2, that'll probably push them up a few spots as well. Because is there a Ferrari on track today? No, so they just need a couple points really. Well, they need X to not do that well. Because what they need AlphaTauri is to get 3 points to go ahead and Alfa Romeo to get none, so the Alfa Romeo will probably get some, so I'd say they need at least a P6 here to secure it, really. Unless X has an outstanding, then obviously P2. As yeah, the Alpines, P4 and 6, quite standard, usually ended up around mid-table, P4 and 5. Mr. Saturdays, both of them in the Alpine. Then when it comes to a Sunday, sometimes they're a bit iffy. And sometimes they have good racing comebacks, if you want to say it that way. So if they stay the way they are, and Red Bull and Williams are scoring points, which I don't see Red Bull not scoring any points really, because they're guaranteed to score points, because, yeah, they're just guaranteed. So, Alpine are on 30 points, and then the two with the Williams and Red Bull in front of them. Probably hoping that, fingers crossed, somehow they get no points, but they need to place above them today if they want any chance of going above them in constructors and helping their teams drivers championship. As now they're going to reform and line up on the grid. Did someone spin then? Yes, it was Speed Alcoholic, so it's not good for the Alpine there, as his tyres are going to be quite toasty now though. That's good to have them toasty, but not too toasty. You don't want the toast to be burned. So we'll see what the Alpines can do. There's now, I think, one more person to line up. I think Modos was disqualified. The only person so far disqualified for lining up on the grid over colliding with someone. As now, what's happening to this grid? As now, it's going to go 5 red lights. Oh, and Kadiri gets a drive-through penalty for the jump start, and his lights out and away we go. So, TF already going to try and make a move, gets a good, nice start up the hill into turn 1. He goes a bit wide there though. There's now the Red Bull on his, well, not on his gearbox anymore really, but he is waiting for a chance. And behind the action, X gets a brilliant start on everyone else in the Alpines, and then he's up into a podium already. I wonder how good that start was. Maybe have to see what he's done there. Now the Mercedes trying to chase down the Alfa Romeo in front. I'm hoping the Mercedes do need a podium, because they are quite low points, and he does need his rear end quite a bit there. So now down to Paulie Orange, apparently minus. Now catching on his wide up, he's going to go down the inside. They side by side into this corner. Yes, they're side by side. And now they're going to go into this corner, side by side still, as the Haas has to back off into that corner and just stay behind for another corner or two. As now the Alpine loses his rear end a little. He wants to complain, he wants to go. As now the Haas takes that position back, takes the position and goes, thank you very much. I will take that. Jishnu in the Red Bull still stayed the same as he is. Hoping to look a move on it again in the Alpha Tauri, as a TF obviously sets the fastest because the first one to cross the line. As anyway, Kadiri is left the session with a drive-through in the Williams. As he's just got a ghosted car now. That's going to cause some carnage there for the other people on track. And now my stuff is bugging up saying the X is bloody full. Anyway, please check this. It's annoying, I can't tell what I'm talking about. As now the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeo have a little bit of contact there, with I think either one braking too early or one the other, the one braking too late behind. So, anyway now. I can't tell, what is this gap from? Oh my god, what's this going on? So now we'll just have to keep an eagle eye out now and try to see if there are any unusual things. Oh, and there's we watched the other Williams, the Wizzy, spins, so not great as Ben Finch takes a move. Oh, and he's done. Oh, what's happened there? Cota in the Red Bull is now X fighting back for his position. That was once his, and he would be P2 now. But he's unable to fight, and he tried to go around the outside but couldn't. Now the Mercedes up in P2. And, we're going to watch these two battle it out for P2 and 3. While Cota is the one who slipped up there, waiting for a turn. As now Cota is quite close already to the man in the Alfa Romeo. So see what he can do here, down here, after this corner now, because he's going to get DRS onto the straight. So we'll see what he can do here. Mercedes has got a little bit of a gap on the Alfa Romeo. So now, is there DRS on? So now he's got DRS. And he's weaving past the Alfa Romeo. Does not have it, I don't think. As anyway, X is going to try to defend his spot down the inside, side by side still. So side by side into the next corner as well. And the Alfa Romeo has to back off, try and maybe do the switch back there. As now, the half of Paulie Holland is trying to join in on this battle. So this is quite a close, podium finish here. Well, it's not finished yet. Podium place, sorry. You've got about, flipping out. Paulie Holland nearly touching the back of the Alfa Romeo there. There's no, he's going to get DRS as well. On the Alfa Romeo. And the Alfa Romeo also gets DRS, sorry. He's going to make a move. No, he's going to stay behind. He's looking at the front of the Alfa Romeo. The two Alphas on the hard. Just trying to catch up. A speed alcoholic is actually catching up by quite a bit. The Haas looks to be up the gearbox of the Alfa Romeo, looking at nearly half a lap now. So he's going to have to make a move if we don't want the Alpine joining in. And Cover's made a gap for himself, catching up to the Mercedes now. As Paulie Holland is getting challenged by the Alpines now. As Speed Alcoholic drops down to P8 with the game. As Speed Alcohol loses a bit of his rear and there as well. He went down by quite a few positions now. If you heard my foul language while I did it somehow, I apologise. It would be a bum hole when Speed Alcoholic is. So watch your rear end there, pal. The Alpha Tauri has also done the exact same as you. Now Jishnu is going to go down the inside up into this corner. No, the move's already practically done into the first corner. So now, the Speed Alcoholic looking for a better exit, but doesn't get it really. He's now into the boom corner. You want to call them that? I don't know what to call them. So, actually calm down a bit, except for this battle here. Meanwhile, Cota actually hunting down the man in P2, the Mercedes of Ben Finch, trying to get more points for Red Bull as they want to go quite high in the constructors. Obviously, it's Red Bull, isn't it? So Speed Alcoholic, is he going to make a move? Unable to, it looks like. Where is he going to go? He's going to try a move down the inside, interestingly here. Does the Red Bull leave enough room? Yes, he does. So leave enough room, unable to make a move, unfortunately, though. Yeah. So it's a hard battle. Both on the same compound, so no one's got an advantage here. I'll make a bigger gap for themselves. While the hard one is trying to tackle themselves. Fucking 6 and 7. to the man. Not what you want to see. There's now Koru anyway. You're gonna spectate Koru in P3. Dropping down the Mercedes in P2. Oh, and Koru just saved himself there from an absolute, you know, let's just say, maybe if this was real life in this one there's a chance that was going to go terribly wrong. As now, because of that, he lost some temps, he's going to get DRS down here, he's winging it on City. So now he's got DRS and potentially switching, and learning of his DRS as well, so that will help him catch up quite a bit. Meanwhile, Paulie Orange got a nice spectating spot, so if any of them spin out, he'll collect it. Quite nice. And anywhere back to the battle, Speed Alcoholic and Jishnu, as for some reason X is going slow. He had about a 1.8 gap in front of Jishnu, as now Jishnu is practically within that second, just a couple 2 sets off it. So, as X got a broken wing here, Koru receives a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. No, it doesn't look like X has got any wing damage. So, I wonder what's happened there, because now Jishnu is going to also get DRS, not down here, but probably down the next DRS zone. Is now Speed Alcoholic looking to catch up. X should be able to make a gap here and get out and not let Jishnu get this DRS on him, because he is on the faster compound, but it does wear out faster, so he has to be aware of that and make a gap now if he wants to stay in front when it comes to the pit stop stages. As it stands, it will put Koru in P4, so he'd just be losing out on that victorious sweet podium slot that the Red Bull needs. And the Alfa Romeo really going slow now, as Jishnu 3 tenths behind, as Speed Alcoholic only 4 behind Jishnu, so this is quite a train, if you want to call it, a mini train for X. He should be little toe bag really, just bringing them along, and that's a tense moment there, as the Speed Alcoholic gets a better exit out on that turn, as no, Jishnu decides I'm going to dive a little bit around the outside, bounce, quite trick on my way around, but no, unable to make that move. So now Speed Alcoholic set after the man on the mediums, the man in the Alfa Romeo, the man in the Alfa Romeo X. So see, oh, and there's a bit of contact, I think, or Speed just reacted a bit too much in a way that is high when no, I'm a bit strange, you know, because X has just got 3 seconds time penalty, so Jishnu from 360 then taking back his slot after a little bit of contact or a bit of misunderstanding, really, if you want to play it that way, the coin friendly way. So, anyway, closest battle is actually Cota on Ben Finch here, so he's 4 tenths off his gearbox. He's gonna wait to the and what's Ben Finch done there? Is he just let him pass? I think he has, as he's done like, I'll get your DRS. Paulie Orange now, picking up on in the action. Oh, there's a sector 2 yellow flag, and that is Kadiri. I think it is, no, it's not, it's Love Wizzy. So the 2 Williams definitely not going to help their cause today by staying P3 in the constructors the way it's going, because one has left and one is just getting 1 point, so that will not help against the Red Bulls or the Alpines. So now we've got a 3-way train in a way. You got the Haas, the Red Bull and the Mercedes. So you usually see a Mercedes and a Red Bull battling last year, but you don't really see a Haas battling with these two. So, the Mercedes obviously non-dominant this year, not like it was in previous years. Obviously it's on equal performance, but still, it may come into play in the way, or it may be cursed in a way. So, Kyrie 4/10 in, poorly orange, and 7/10 of the man in front in the Red Bull. So Jishnu, 4/10 behind X as well. So there's quite a lot of battles going on all around the field here. Running out of breath. As now Jishnu right up the gearbox, and when I mean gearbox, you can't get much closer to it in another car. As now, he thinks he's going to look for a move when he gets to the DRS zone here. He's going to be within the detection zone, so he will get DRS. And so, this game has spun. As now, X gets a better exit out of there. As now, Speed Alcoholic on board with it. He's going to make a move here down this long straight. So now, I think the move's done, so just before diving here is a bit, going to maybe cause a collision. So, he backs out, he doesn't decide to dive in and try to steady. Look a liar. There's now Speed Alcohol. Making him quite right about that. Just fight back a bit. As now, X still going slow, unable to make a gap or that battle going on. Just didn't have any DRS, unfortunately. So, if X doesn't get a gap now, then he's kind of screwed, because he's on the medium, he'll have to pit earlier as well. So that's putting at a disadvantage. As now, Speed Alcoholic going to get DRS now, down here. He activates it. It's so does the Red Bull. They're trying to cut off the slipstream here. So Speed will have to make a move here, but he's right on X's backside. And what will he do in the next couple laps? We don't know. Could sit behind X and use him as a little toy rag, like I said earlier. Use him as a little DRS train. And X breaks a little weirdly there to the man in front. No collision, no contact. Anyway, Kobu, we missed this. Kobu, right up the gearbox of Ben Finch. He's going to try and make a move. This is DRS. And he's going to make a move down the inside. Ben Finch going to defend this. He's going to try to go around the outside. There's a little bit of contact on Kobu's rear wing. Right here. But he's not anything dangerous, so it's fine. So now let's just set out to TF, hoping he can get that 3-second gap that he needs on Finch. Now Finch he's gonna have to defend against Paulion. I think I saw him lose his rear end a little bit, but save it. And Kobe is spun. As he's made that lovely move down that straight, he's straight over, and now he's gonna have the people behind him, Speed, pushing Jishnu, and eat my dog, catching him. Jishnu is gonna make a move on X. Speed Alcohol, so now two hard runners have got past the man on the medium X. He's going quite slow. I thought he was going quite fast, but anyway, that's not good news, as I've just seen the back of the Red Bull. He's blinking, showing that he's useful slap, which is unbelievable because he's just crossed the line. Is X going to try and make a move? Maybe? Question mark. Oh no, he spins. No spinner. Has eaten my dust now up into P6 because of that. Jishnu does have a blinking light, meaning he's under 10% of ERS, so he can't really use that because he'll lose a little bit of a speed, I'm pretty sure it is, or something like that. A speed alcoholic, I'll just put on a telemetry so he's not from City, has more than him, but once a bit. My dust now captain because he has been saving that battery. Wow, and he's probably been saving his tyres, not been battling either, so his guys might get screwed over if he's still in front of me. They're on the same old tyres. So it's a three-way battle on the hards for the Red Bull and two Alpines. Will the Alpine in front right back off the Red Bull so his teammate can make a move and help them in the constructors? Which will depend as the Red Bull do need these points if they want to stay in front as it does, keep losing rear end and eventually or like, yeah, we're getting too far. Fossil back. There's now Ben Finch and TF coming to the pits. TF already out of the pits when Ben Finch is just coming in, really. No, Ben Finch already coming out. So, TF and P2 granted, we just set on the new hard. Pull the orange P1 because he's not pitting. Set the 3 yellow flag. That may have been X having a little spin and laugh, but you got to pit stages. From what we know, so everyone's going to pit on the hard here that have already stuck on the mediums. And I'm suspecting the people that are on the hards are going to swap back to the mediums, but the people on the mediums will swap to hards. So it's just a switch back really, on who's pitting on what tyre really. I'll just looking at that wing of the Alpine, should I make a move down straight now? Now the Alpine trying to cause that smooth train. No. Just not going to be able to make a move. Unfortunately not, as it looks like the Alpine left front locked on my screen with a bit of smoke on the cat with the left wheel. Or not, just that normal glitch. As anyway, that is X doing a spin alive, nothing down to P10 with the back markers if you understand that. As anyway, my dog's looking for a move on Cota here. Now P4 6 for Red Bull. I'm going to have a quick look on my phone and see where this would put in them. So Red Bull 4 and 6 and they've got Williams and Alpine in competition. Well, they're sure beating Alpine, they're sure beating Williams, so as it stands, it looks like there may be P2, yeah there'll be P2 definitely, unless he swapped back in the last 15 laps. Look at that song. Anyway, so I can't calculate the points here because I don't know if they have a different point system or whatever. Look at this. Don't try to think will. Potentially Red Bull if they get around about P45. Yes, anyway, we're gonna go on board with Jishnu. Trying to make a move and speed alcoholic. Down the straight, speed alcohol, blinking light, he's going to make a move down inside, he's going to dive with it here, he's going to leave room, speed alcoholic, he really gets put off track there, with speed alcoholic still side by side into the next corner, so it's quite a good battle here. There's a bit of contact there, sending the alcoholic a bit wide, as now they do the switch back. This is quite a good race as now the Red Bull pushes. Speed alcoholic off track. I think Jishnu is just stunned now, so I think that's just sweet karma. Anyway, I'm not wishing him any spin hours, but yeah. So now P56 for the Red Bulls. They're only beating one Alpine, so I think I'll put Alpine above Red Bull. So if this comes down to this in the last race of the season to a title contender or a title decider as well, title decider and a constructors P2, 3 or 1, that'd be quite interesting as X is out now, so the Alfa Romeo is out, so they won't be able to overtake Ferrari today, as the Alfa Tauris will indefinitely overtake Alfa Romeo, will be equal points. No, they definitely overtake them, sorry, because TF is P2. So that's good for AlphaTauri, that news, because now they're guaranteed points even if they DNF. They can both DNF and still be in front of Alfa Romeo if they're still normal points. So that's good news for them. But as it stands, I think they're going to overtake Ferrari as well, pushing them up to P5. And then Mercedes doing quite good today. It won't put them above anyone, but it will sure make the gap to Aston Martin and McLaren bigger. Bigger, I like it bigger. Anyway, poorly orange into the pits. So now Pierre's going to retake the lead because he had already pitted for hard. Now is this going to be a good stop by the Haas pit crew here? It looks alright, to be fair. He sticks on the hards as, you know, guess. So anyway, Ben Finch goes up into P3, overtaking Speed Alcoholic with FCRL. Oh, and they're catching up to Paulie Orange here. So Ben Finch may be able to get a P2 finish here. And they go side by side. And unfortunately, Paulie Orange has to back out of that little jump there. Otherwise, there may have been a bit of bigger contact that was unnecessary and took their races down. As Ben Finch gets a 3-second time penalty, putting them nearly behind. No, not nearly behind Cota, but behind Speed Alcoholic. So there goes his podium for now. Anyway, Speed Alcoholic still needs to pit. Ben Finch doesn't. Paulie Orange still on his outlap, so Speed Alcoholic will have a chance down this straight to get an overtake here. But he's too far back, really. As Paulie Orange's tyre would have been heated up by now. Cota lose the session. What's happened there? It might have. So, still got about 4 people to pit. Slide a bit.